Good morning. Welcome to week two in my newly painted office. The gray is on three walls, and the wall I'm facing is a nice, pleasant yellow, which gives it a nice contrast. And you can see the bookshelf standards and no shelves or books. Maybe by Friday it'll be different, but we're in process and we're still echoing some. We are in for a very exciting week. I find this book by Craig Storty to be a very powerful book. It's written from a business perspective, but I see so much of it very related to understanding the culture of a different ministry setting. The information I requested from you, and some have not yet provided it, is the town where your church is located, its population, the church worship attendance, and when the church was formed. Those are all very important elements of culture and your setting. I've seen far too many pastors and ministry leaders take on a new ministry, and they think that they have to change up things like the place they used to serve so that it can be so much better. But in the process, they make those changes without understanding the culture of this new ministry responsibility. And as a consequence, they are less than effective because they are trying to coerce their culture on the congregation. And so Storty gives some really interesting stories that are stimulating, and you probably will read more than one place and you say, oh, I did that. We also have a great video on layers of culture that I think is very helpful to grasp some of the concepts that are presented. Then our writing assignments for this week is to write a 2 to 3 page description of Smith's 4 layers of culture. That's the video material. Then present concrete statements regarding each layer, plus an example from your own church. That's the church you're studying for this semester, and you're going to do various projects related to it. And then cite an example from Storty's book for each one of those layers. And then explain why you think the examples you've chosen are relevant. And of course, don't forget to include another page for a works cited page. So you'll have from our course the video to cite, and I've provided you some information about how to cite that. And also you'll have Storty's book, but you may have some other material that you have read that will help you to describe the layers of culture. And then our discussion board question for this week is describe a time, and I would suggest a different time than what you did for week one, when you had to adapt to a culture different than your own, and how the concepts of the layers of culture help you to better understand your experience. So, we are digging into what it means to minister in a culture that is not exactly like mine. Now, we may think it's mine, but just because a person looks like me does not mean that they have the same culture as I do. So, lots to think about this week. God bless you as you continue to seek Him.